Myanmar is now one of the worst consumers of this illegal narcotic.
We can't stop, using drug in our generation. Next generation will be lost.
In the Shan state, northeastern Myanmar, almost everyone in this village is an opium farmer.
I personally think I have made a wrong decision, but villagers in my village, they all have different points of view. If we don't grow opium, I have no idea how we could make a living.
Drug addiction destroys families. It wasn't how things were meant to turn out for Hong Noi. Just years ago, she had a close family, a normal family. Her oldest son was a heroin addict and passed away at 25. Soon, her second son got hooked as well and died from AIDS at 32. Her youngest daughter also got swept into the dark world of heroin and soon became HIV positive. And just 6 months ago, she too passed away.
My second son was very bright and clever. If he was not into drugs, he would be working in Singapore as a sailor. I also wouldn't have to work so hard if my second son went to Singapore to help us. Now I can't sleep at night.
And with the drug problem spilling over borders, international pressure has led the Myanmar government to make efforts to tackle this multifaceted battle. For more than a decade, it has worked with Thailand, Laos and China to strengthen law enforcement. Myanmar has made public displays of its efforts to destroy drugs and escalated its poppy eradication efforts. Back in the rolling hills of Shan State, deep into the sea of poppy fields, a few islands of other crops have sprung up, predominantly coffee and rubber. It's all part of a UN initiative to push farmers away from opium cultivation with the assurance of sustainable crops and a stable income.
Some of those using opium and trading opium, they were arrested by police and put in jail and fined by the Ministry of Forestry. As we've witnessed, it is bad for our own children and ourselves. We would rather rely on growing coffee for a living.
And there is hope that farmers like Yu Lei will be at the forefront of a larger agricultural shift, that their success will convince more farmers to make the switch from the fast, precarious drug money to a slower, more stable crop of coffee and rubber. Fed by fighting, instability, corruption and poverty, Myanmar's war on drugs is a war with global consequences. I'm Dusita Saokaew in Myanmar.